Yeah, we back again. If you're throwing in the towel, then you're back in sin. We need the Holy Spirit, please let the chaplain in. Here at the front door, chilling with the childish grin. We can now begin. Now the truth be told, we're riding on the light to let the youth get old. And following the one that will soothe your soul and take your bad situation and improve your role to release your flow. It's a long stretch to loosen all the nooses from the baby's nets. And tell the young ladies they should save the sex. And tell the young guys not to break their neck for the place of sex, but get the paycheck. And real women really don't play that. A wise lesson learned really, really way back. I used to okay that. The Lord saved me, Jack, from a life of whack. Come on.
Into the black light, exited the madness.
Oh!
Yeah. Into the black light, exited the madness. You came to the black
you might want to start paying attention on this next verse.
You came to the black light, exited
Give me your attention for a minute. Damn. Come on. We from the same cut, but playing different positions. A top secret message got the president attention. Do what you do, just make the good folk listen. And trust me, yo, it's not about who you kissing. There is a plan to see you chewed up and shit out. The devil's burning red from the fire that we spit out. We on the get up, the hell with that down low. Cherish the gift of the wisdom that we found, yo. Still on the mission with the daily agenda. Your head's spinning cloudy, so I doubt you to remember that I walk with the king of kings beside me. Just like the root in India, Irie. I volunteer, know the Lord didn't hire me. It is the spirit that inspired me. Water of life to show the chief where the fiery. We have no time for those that be acting grimy. You see the light now? Boy, I've been talking to y'all for a while. You see, you thought this was for like some type of game. Man, revolution. Yeah. When you free your mind, your ass will follow. That's for real. And some of y'all locked up so bad, don't nobody have to put chains on you. Hell, you chain yourself down mentally, spiritually. Come on, free your mind, dude. You a king. Free your mind, chick. You a queen. Let me get something with some feel to it, some funk to it. Come on. I think I like that. Can we get some heavy drums in there? More like Caribbean soul, Caribbean. Yeah. Yes, bounce to this. I'm just a black man, title, yo, you give me that. I like them imports, never push the Cadillac. And would you figure, Mr. Man, while you're kicking back with sick plans to get you stacked, making chickens fat? You know you into that, chilling with your timber cat. Intoxicated to the point, past sinful acts. Be very nimble, Jack, or Jill will get a water back. And have your heart broke just like a heart attack. Look where your power at, no, not the Midal Cats. It's deeper than taps and hurricanes and old maps. The spirit flows, so my folks throw daps. Meant for the wise as well as the spoiled brats. So you can fold up or either you can fold back. I hold no judgment over those that have chose crack. Terror over habit that has been proven to hold back. With God on your side, you can get your soul back.
Hey, what's going on, beloved? Yeah, I'm not calling nobody. Just gonna get the read on. Give it about another 5-7 minutes. Get it in. That's about it.
Work it out. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it crowd of the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. The man to gain the world and lose his soul. In the room, you feel a certain doom. You might lose your hearing from the sonic boom. Out of the mouth is a sword, and I'm taking you out. You trying to stop me, and I'm taking you out. Man, I wish I had an apprentice to build this work. Collaborate on synthesis, and I hope you remember this. Keep your enemy near you. far away, keep those that are dear to you. I hate beer, but I used to drink the brew heavily until the little habit turned deadly. I used to have a bud every day and all week, intoxicated to the point where I couldn't hardly speak. So do the knowledge, that means hold your head, let the past stay dead, and keep a level head, and don't be misled. Remember most of what I said, I'm hot like the times in the rock, but you gotta stop from working on the block. By the end of the night, I'll take this music is. What is the power of the man to gain the world and lose your soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night, I'll take this music is. What is the power of the man to gain the world and lose your soul? Mike's handed, I'm speaking candid. Understand this is the way that the masses demanded. I have wisdom, but God planned it. General media bandit. I blow flows on beaches and make you wonder where the sand went. The Taliban spent more times in design to destroy cities. My rhymes inspire minds. I'm known as Big Papa, but I ain't your daddy yet. But I could be your bro if you could get the concept. There'd be many that stand whenever I rip. There's devastation whenever I spit. I spit flows that hit like mouth on tits. Straight legit. You fake rappers need to understand that felonies, gunfights and drugs don't make a true MC. And I will do more than talk this talk. I will defiantly walk this walk. There's no need to spaz. Your nose bleeding while I'm beating your ass. You in the cesspool. Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What does it drive the man to gain the world and lose his soul? Hope you can see by the end of the night how deep this music is. What is it,
a man to gain the world and lose his soul. T. Hines was cracking, sitting there, was happening. So we got some people coming up this weekend. Bring a sleep bag, I ain't kidding. I mean, you're gonna probably lay on it anyway. It'll probably be like 60, 70 degrees at night. Y'all know I don't like the heat, man, but it is what it is.
The only people who can have any harm coming to them are those who are pressed.
You got the carpeted room upstairs. It's got a deflated mat. I can inflate it, but the cat put some holes in it so it's slowly. If you want an air match, you got one, bring it. If you want, y'all get to crash up in there and stretch out down here on the sofa, whatever, man. This is how I do it, man. Like I said, we ain't into this. We ain't got no 20-bedroom fake mansion with people wigs. Nah, man. Go to the range, show you some things, take you out of place, get barefoot, and learn how to do some things. Then come home and make some shakes. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. They can hide all they want, man. This new generation is so messed up. I'm not saying it in a bad way. They're so, you know what I mean? Oh well. I didn't do it. I've been working hard to change lives. You know what I mean? People talk about they always sleep, this, that, and that, and that. Yeah, okay, whatever, man. You know what I mean? Can't make it up. Why does it do that? Why does it do that? No weight lesser, drop the oppressor, me no surrender, 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser, drop the oppressor, me no surrender, 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser, drop the oppressor, me no surrender, 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser, drop the oppressor, me no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, if you taught that from school,
what was that?
Everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful? You want to be like Trump? Gimme.
Okay.
Push. Step. Crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped.
That's pretty awesome. Yo, on Facebook, Niece Denise was live, y'all. If y'all haven't subscribed on Facebook, nothing I can do. I don't even know who's in here because it's not showing nobody, man. in the car. What is you doing, man? You just all this big booty nonsense, pale skin girl stuff. I don't even know what he doing, man. Take a breather, bro. God, dog, man. What's wrong with him, man?
Now watch time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart as I sun ray my art make the patriarch. Most social media saviors I fix marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart as I sun ray my art make the patriarch. Most social media saviors I fix marks once we make knowledge one is when the run and bass rock. Rose up, took a shower, purified my auric field, took copper for AWOL to ensure my chlorophyll.
AWOL, I gotta let you go, bro. I still got my space, y'all. Margaret, what's going on, beloved? Who's all up in here? I see 2 people, like, for real? We had ganja. I guess they're letting people know. We'll let it go about 3-4 more minutes. Get this reading. No power. I got lamb and taters. Taters I grew in the oven. So I gotta run over there and check it quite quick. All right.
Now feel the beach raft, rain 5 on them, and the internet forms, sigils, emojis, and the avatars that wore them. Destroy this de facto government and its quarrels. Establish Big Ma's household, she may restore him. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Wave the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors I face marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Wave the heart as I sun ray my art, her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors I face marks once we make knowledge one is when rhyme and bass drop. The next host, note to self, quit playing, hit the gas. This shaft is called my turn, take the risk, it's fast. Most of them got fascinated with shifts in they ass, plus rappers sacrificing each other for grits of they past. Sad can't watch videos without the subliminals, predictive programming weirdo, shrunk menstrual shows, the lands contaminated fruits and vegetables, black minerals, the water and skies I fry, nuclear chemicals, technology got me here in front of my desktop perusing these tweets and whatnot for my best option, contemplating which bar will next spot to unlock the minds that are stuck within a Xbox off the chart. I continue to climb, watching the rest flop like carp fishing, 100% fresh shark water. I'm on the front line, X marks the spot. I shine because of her, for she's the best. Mark the great, make sure whether it's day or dark.
77 degrees, it's hot to me. 77, I don't know about you, but it's hot to me.
Most social media saviors
I like the heat, don't get it twisted.
Knowledge one is when time and space rock. The great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark. Waves the heart as I sun.
So I got this shirt. This is war. This shirt, tank top.
Knowledge one is with the right and bass drums.
I should crack the window though. Yo, let's go ahead and get it in. I should crack the window and everything, but you know, I just want to wait for a few more people to come in. What I've been doing is I've been going around looking at certain groups and stuff and listening to what people are saying and their statements and stuff. And it's the same thing, and it's sad because it's like you would expect people to actually and this is not saying anything negative. This is just pointing out a fact that some people, I gotta turn this down, guys. Some people, there's nothing you can really do to change the narrative with certain individuals. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm not one to do that. I'm just not to do. I'm not here to do that. Hold on. Let me. I gotta change this. It's just. Let's. You know, you have a very certain amount of time where you can play copyrighted, so-called copyrighted music, but I don't do that. Make sure this is off. Yeah, it was a good live with Niece. I watched it, y'all. That's the reason why I came a little late, y'all. It was good. It was good. Yeah, definitely awesome. He's jumping up on this thing. I was about to say, what you doing, little Negro? Let me make sure I got it. Right. You know what's funny? Segregation or desegregation, that destroyed our people. Why do I say that? Because there were puppets on the outside or who looked like us, who played a major role. I've already broken down the history, and I'm not going to get all swabby about it because the majority, surprisingly, the majority of people really don't know what happened. And then when people like myself and a few others come along who have always been carrying this little fire, I don't call it a burden. It can be burdensome, but I don't call it a burden. You can never get people to accept another narrative unless someone in their family expresses or explains it to them. Most of the times in these days, most of those people are gone. This is a repetitive thing. When I said desegregate, it doesn't mean that we didn't mingle and get along just well. There was a certain group who went about, because when you're at peace, it only takes a few to start changing the narrative, to do things, to take something, to blame someone, to cause an action, a reaction. And the brightest are bright as they know they're declining, as they know. See, right now, the people don't know that they're slowly de-evolving, and the parties that are playing a role. So the anger and rage they feel has to go out in a direction. Sadly, it's always misguided by the very people that created the dilemma in the first place, and then the ones who they egregiously allow in. You dig what I'm saying? But anyway, I want to get to reading. I want to be on for a long time because, you know, we're really in a nice part of Heaven Bearers, and I want to read so we can get to this Exposing the Expositions of Haile Mikowski. So we're going to go ahead and get right into this, Exposing the Expositions of 1851-1950. This is a revised edition of 2021 from its 2019. Go get it if you want to have it as a keepsake. I have it. But Haile Mikowski, you know, this is the Court of Honors, which they called the White City, which it was not ever named the White City. That was something those individuals made up. Child czars, whatever you want to call them. Okay? We don't want to get into that. But remember, we're in chapter 5 from Nashville to St. Louis. I actually showed you, because you got to remember that everything was here. North and South is wrong. East and West is wrong. It doesn't matter what people have been grafted into and accept. It's all wrong. Okay? We could say lie or whatever. It is all backwards. You cannot do mystics or mischief and working cultism and magic if you cannot sway the people in a different direction from the direction they're supposed to go in. And then when they start going in that different direction, it comes with all kinds of obstacles and everything else. And you can give pretentious people a false narrative of escaping and avoiding and jumping over those obstacles and, you know, filling in those potholes that are just only made bigger and the obstacles made more in variations. So anyway, and that's what we're dealing with, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. This is the Tennessee exhibition again with lakes, beautiful buildings, and the Parthenon front and center, and what appears to be the remains of a star fortress in the front of the depiction, a public domain image. You can pull this image up based on the Tennessee Centennial Exposition. I have it, but I'm just going to show you here so you will pull it up. It's an actual picture. And if you think they was able to make that in 2 years, let's see them do it right now. I watched them build, when I was in Florida working construction, I watched them build a 12-story motel that wasn't that big at all. It was big enough because of where it was at. It was for people to get off the planes, to drop off, stay the night, and go to the next departure, whatever. 100 rooms. Oh, that wasn't big, y'all. And trust in me. And I worked at that site for 3 years, y'all. I was there as the plumbers came in, when they laid the foundation, the rebar, getting the flattening, the ground, pounding the ground, everything. Because I know how to read blueprints, so I was for everything, putting up the walls when the guys came on the stills and they were starting to do all the sheetrocking and spackling, everything. I was even coming back working security after working there when they were laying carpet and everything else at night. We're talking about 12 hours. I was making like $15 an hour. It was cool. And with 3 other guys, and in Florida, I kept my pistol with me. Even though I was in the SP right then and there, I still kept my pistol with me because you never know. A lot of expensive, and the tools and equipment all over the place. So, you know what I mean? After they put the windows in, the car, I was like 3 years of this nonsense. In comparison to that, oh, come on. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into Nashville, 1897. While not specifically a World's Fair, Tennessee held a 6-month celebration to mark the 100th anniversary of statehood. The Tennessee Centennial Exposition was held in Nashville from May 1st until October 30th, 1897. Although the state's actual centennial occurred in 1896, this seems to happen a lot. Hold an anniversary the year after the anniversary should be. And the Nashville Fair is unique for building an actual size replica of the Parthenon in Athens, as well as having a fairly large pyramid. At least the claim is that they built them. These pyramids were gigantic. Nashville had been given the nickname Athens of the South. I have found no specific information to fully explain why it had this nickname. One suggestion, pay attention, for how the city got its Athens title was because it was the first American city to have a public school system. A bit of a cop-out explanation. There's a map. There are maps that show you all these places were real, and they were long before any pale skin came here. Nashville had been a place of the famous Mississippian Indian tribes. They of the mound building culture. Many mounds were supposed to have existed here, destroyed in order to build the city, which is a lie, becoming the state capital in the 1840s. They began to build such things as the state capitol building, still in use, looking like a Greek Ionic temple. It was claimed to be built by William Strickland of Philadelphia. Look into his background, who is supposed to be buried within its walls. Something sounds very odd about the story immediately. Then there is the Fisk University building, supposedly built in 1866, and looks like it should be on a street corner in Prague. Or how about the columned buildings of Belmont University, also perhaps the buildings claimed to be at the exposition? This is one of the great indicators to me as to why Nashville was given the name the Athens of the South. It was Athens. There is much evidence that the southern USA prior to the modern narrative was covered with buildings that would fit right in with ancient Rome and Greece. The exposition in Nashville presented the Commerce Building, 256 feet by 591 feet, and the Agriculture Building of 200 feet by 525 feet. The Children's Building also housed a model kindergarten, which met throughout the fair season and allowed fairgoers to see this relatively novel form of education. The Negro Building told the story of achievement under obstacles, often seemingly impossible to overcome. The History Building was modeled, it didn't say nothing about Chantney, Mongols, or nothing, was modeled on the Erechtheion, another ancient Athenian temple. Memphis, yes, the city that has the name of the Egyptian Old Kingdom capital, built a pyramid as its exhibit, and the entire fairground seemed to have been surrounded by what looked to be the remains of a giant star fort. But it was the Parthenon reproduction, also known as the fine arts building that got most of the attention. It was designed by Confederate veteran William Crawford Smith. It is claimed that this building, like all the others at the fair, were built of temporary materials, and this is the direct quote on the Wikipedia page, and seems to come from Wilbur Crichton's book, The Parthenon in Nashville. The Parthenon was not intended to be permanent, but the cost of demolishing the structure, combined with its popularity with residents and visitors alike, resulted in it being left standing after the exposition. So let us get this straight. The story being presented is that all of the buildings were temporary, including this Parthenon. However, to tear down the Parthenon was going to be too costly, so they left it standing and refurbished it in 1920 with more long-lasting materials, i.e. stone, but that about the cost to tear down the Commerce building or the Agricultural building or all the others. They should have cost even more to tear down. But the one that looks like the Parthenon is too costly. That is as big a lie as one can present. And the reason I have for writing this book, I am not giving the definite answer if it was or was not built in 1897. What I am saying is that we need to do a much more thorough examination of stories such as this. One other building from the fair is still standing, the Knights of Pythias Pavilion, which was moved to Franklin, Tennessee. Why were only these two buildings too costly to tear down? Can we come close to finding what is true? So let's look at the Grand Court of Omaha exposition, which we'll get into, of 1898. They didn't build these, y'all. Us and the ones born to us, the light-skins, did. These were foreigners. When I say foreigners, people who knew all about this, who had already raised a generation and had those soldiers who were willing to come because they know what they had done around the world, but they knew they had to come to the old world. And in order to create a new world order, they had to destroy the knowledge of us, our existence, what we had done, steal it, patent it, resell it, package it, and sell it. Can't nobody tell a story like me. The Heaven Bearers, The Great Reset of 1834 and the Mud Flood by Janie Helen. Ooh, boogie, boogie, boogie. And there she is in so-called South Africa, which, if you know like I know, the South is North and the East is West. Check this out right quick. I see your toy by that. We can't put it by there because you might hurt yourself. It might fall when you pop up. Okay? Let me oh my, oh, that's hot. That's hot. Holy Toledo, that's hot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be banging, banging. See, this one Mama used to make this. She used to use pork fat, lamb fat. Man, put them collard greens in there. We need some cabbage in this right now. Oh, I gotta get some cabbage in him. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This boy, I gotta get some. Hold on, y'all. Hold on now. I gotta chop the cabbage and throw it in there right quick. Just real quick. It's only a little bit of cabbage, not a whole lot, y'all. Hope you can hear me. Real quick. My apologies. I gotta get the cabbage in there. Cabbage gotta go in there, god dog. Woo, child. Hoping this one ain't got none of that stuff on it. I got this the other day. I probably won't be buying no cabbage for a while unless I grow it. I got somebody from Georgia sending me some cabbage, which called grow. Cause they grow their own stuff and they ain't had nobody getting sick or nothing. No, none of them things. But that's a whole other thing. That's the beautiful thing about knowing people that still grow stuff, if you know what I mean. You don't have to tolerate the foolishness of the system that want to lie over and over and think they control something when they have actually no control at all. Woo! Oh my goodness. Now this is what I'm talking about. right in that. Right. Hold on, y'all. My apologies now. I gotta get this done, y'all. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is right. Oh man, about 20 minutes, man. Oh my goodness. Put it right on top of the lamb. Get the heart out. But y'all don't know nothing about this here. Boy, put some cayenne. I know y'all, how you gonna be reading and cooking cabbage and lamb and taters and well, that's because I ain't gonna be cooking that for y'all unless you buy it. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm enjoying it now. What you guys say about that? And put the lid on this. It's gonna be hot than a firecracker. Give it about 25 minutes. Woo, child, that's hot. That's hot, boy. That's hot. I'm gonna have some cabbage with that juice in the morning. Don't come talking about, we just now leaving. I don't want to hear that. I burnt my finger. I put some castor oil on that. It's all right. No pain. My apologies. I hope y'all wasn't listening to me sounding kind of crazy there. My cat is going bug-eyed Bucky. But anyway, let's get into this read. Y'all know it's getting good right now. Hey, Lord, what's going on, beloved? Craig exact thing happened in Spain with them, and they slowly got rid of the Moors. Yes, they did. And they were good brothers and good friends of ours. Staying environment low is awesome. Yep. T. Hines, Marcus West Scott. What's going on, beloveds? I just want to shout everybody out. Yeah, I hope y'all don't mind. Let's go ahead and get this next read in. It's getting good now. Y'all know y'all was waiting on this. Yes, sir. We'll pick it up right where we left it off at. Malcolm hands her the metal staff from the mansion. You remember what's going on now with the darkness, the rain, and everything. Again, Malcolm hands her the metal staff from the mansion, and she takes it from him and watches it light up in her hand. She can feel their presence and knows that her entire bloodline and its powers are within her now. The shadows. We need to stop them before they reach us and turn into real creatures. She shouts and starts to throw flames in their direction. Do you get what they mean by the shadows? Around. Coming through. The ancestors, the energy flowing through a staff, only means through her blood, the bloodline. Anyway, the sky flashes bright as the balls of flames pierce the dark sky. Emil and Amelia fly off and search for the tree of life. That sounds like some Vegeta, Goku, Krillin type stuff, right? Pay attention. Anyway, search for the tree of life in the canopy. They need to free her from Azrael, and they will need her in her full strength after they defeat these creatures in the sky. They are just the beginning of what is coming. The creatures hover and hiss up in the dark, black and purple sky. They begin to grunt loudly, and this grim sound that radiates from them shatters the rocks and ice beneath them as they move over the empty tract of land and fly towards the settlement. They are fierce and bloodthirsty, and she can feel a droplet of the saliva land on her. She smells the stench as it turns to acid and melts another hole in her already hole-filled coat. A grunt turns into a loud and frightful screech, and the first creature lands down in front of Bonnie and Malcolm. The ground shakes like an earthquake struck nearby, and a crack forms in the ground and stops just outside the settlement. The creature smells like death, and it drools a yellow liquid that turns into an acidic mess around it. She eyes it carefully, trying to figure out what it is. I had to throw in James Kirk in there. What it is and how to kill it. It is covered in scales with a sharp knife, like edges, and claws that could cut the hardest of rock in half with ease. It is reptilian, but looks nothing like she has ever heard of or seen. The heaven bearers would have no powers without Mother Nature on their side. We need to get to her and talk to her, Cassiel shouts towards Malcolm. We need to tell Azrael that the others want to overthrow him. Perhaps they can kill him for us, she says, and can feel a sharp pain in her heart as she looks over at Malcolm, as he gives her a gentle nod and soft smile. She knows what he needs to do, and it kills her inside. She gives him a loving smile back, and her mind talks to his. You come back to me. That is an order, Mr. Harrington. I love you, Bonnie, he replies, and knows she can hear everything he is thinking, including what he isn't saying. He tells her it will all be okay, and that he knows what he is doing. But she knows he is no match for Azrael on his own, not even with the tree of life helping him. She senses that this will be the last time she is going to see him. She holds back the tears and fights off the thought and feeling. This can't be the last memory he has of her. She walks up to him and gives him one last kiss. And he heads up to find Azrael in the canopy. Yeah, I'm stopping it right there. Get upset all you want. Oh, man, this is about to go down. Oh, we got quite a bit to go, but I'm stopping it right there. You know me and these cliffhangers, man. You know what it, you know how it is. When you write, you just know where to stop. You know what I mean? And I just appreciate the handful that show up. And the ones that come later, I appreciate you all. I really do. I know in the AM, when I'm talking smack and all that, everybody gets... This morning, I didn't even do that. I address things because names are meant to be utilized to address certain attendees or appointees or people in certain positions. But if you see them want to say, no, you can't do that, they think they're in control. And I continue to tell you, they hijacked my Instagram account and wouldn't allow me to log back into it. And I said, ain't this something? I keep saying this to you. I'm tired of these cell phones. I'm tired of these widescreen TVs. I've had enough of it all. I never needed it in the first place. But there are certain things that I have to still see. And when I say I smell something, it means thinking. You know they say stinking thinking? And that's all I got to say to it. So I can't wait till you brothers and sisters who show up this weekend. Well, tomorrow. I hope you're making your way here. And I hope you listen. And I hope you're ready. And if you have a firearm, a sidearm, bring it. I have plenty of room. I have things that everybody can get a chance to learn how to sight in or ting. But the thing is, more or less, this time around, is to work with a better body. That means a mind. And to share things. That means the cell phones, everything will be put away. Hopefully the sun will be out. It'll be fun. We're not doing no barn fire, which is pretty simple. It's not a problem. We could do that. And I'm not spending a penny. Why should I? And I appreciate everybody who shows up. I really do. I have no spending. Okay. I hope y'all enjoyed that reading. Did y'all enjoy that reading? Are y'all sitting there going, Brad, why you do that, man? Is that what you're saying? Oh, no, I'm not going to open it up and start reading. Did y'all enjoy the reading? Was it all right? Was it cool? All right. I'm going to be honest. I wanted to be entertaining, yet I want you to be able to pay attention to some things, all right? Six Boss, what's up, beloved? I'm not checking donations. I'll check them tomorrow. No, I appreciate it. If y'all get it, cool. If you don't, I'm not sweating it. Not at all. It actually sent me a message. Check it out. Verizon will send a message. I had somebody from New York call my phone. Talking about, would you like to get the battle box? Because I look at it all the time. I'm like, no, I don't need it. All the tourniquet. No. I was like, how you calling me? No, sir. Funny thing is, when I got these phones and tablets, I didn't pay taxes. But see, they keep running around in their fictional world because the more the more people you groom to be as dumb as you need them, it's sad to say that. Well played. The dumber they will carry out and act. Sadly. Okay? So, I appreciate you guys. Nothing but love and respect. I don't know where the sisters are at. They're busy. Some of them got men and stuff like that. And whatever day it is, so I guess what day? I don't like looking at the day. What day is it? It's Thursday. I know you're gonna be sitting there. Rondo can tell you, I don't pay attention. I don't care about no time, no day. And he'll tell you, I really don't, y'all. I don't. When you start removing yourself away from that which they've created, the more you start realizing in the natural order of things, it's all a distraction. It's formulated to bring in something, to usher you out of, and to make you unformidable, and to have you think that way without you knowing it. Because you're always pressed for time and the date, and the date's a lie, and the time's a lie. In my opinion, in my humble opinion. Again, I appreciate y'all coming in. I hope you gathered something that you can utilize. And tomorrow's read is going to be banging. I'm going to read, so yeah. And I'm going to have my last eggs from the reservation. Yeah, it's 3. I'm going to enjoy those with some lemongrass, bok choy. What is that? Spinach. Is that? Oh, is that? I think it's, I got to look in the crispers. I think it's collard greens. I'm just going to whip it all up together with a little spinach and gobble it down. That'll probably when I go in the morning, in the AM. And you'll see me probably snapping that down. And that's a wrap. But again, I appreciate y'all. For the sisters, if you come in, it's always about love. And you brothers, you already know. I'll see y'all in the AM. I got some videos to upload too, if you don't mind. All right.